was a good surprise. And another surprise I got last week, I found out that this lovely person is coming to visit us. Please welcome Olympic medalist Joannie Rochette. Everybody. How are you, darling? Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you.
There she is, Olympic medalist! You are tiny! You look fantastic. Welcome to the show. So nice to see you. So it's been a year now. Perspective, how do you feel?
Hard to believe. It's been a year. I feel like the Olympics were just yesterday.
I know.
And it's just been so great since the Olympics. I've been able to live my dreams. I've been doing so many shows and, you know, just be able to do what I love. And I feel very fortunate about that.
So can you tell us what it's like, because, you know, we don't know what it's like to be in front of the world and then, you know, winning the bronze. What goes through your mind? I know there's heartbreak. And there's also championing what you've done, and there you are right there. What a story!
Well, for sure, the Olympics. You've trained for it for all your life. The last 4 years, all I've been thinking when I was waking up in the morning was the Olympics, going to the ring. And so, of course, when I got to Vancouver, I was just so excited to be there, but there was already so much pressure on us Canadian athletes because the Olympics were at home. So you don't want to disappoint, you want to do good for yourself, but also you don't want to let the whole country down that's watching you. But at the same time, when I got to Vancouver, I was very serene because I knew that I had done everything I could in my training to be on that podium. And once you get there, it's all a matter of the day of the competition, how it goes. So you can't really, it's really hard in sport like for this because it's only one moment. But of course, for me, the Olympics were a little bit up and down. It was mixed emotions around it.
Because of your mom.
Yes, and I mean, for me, when I heard the news, of course, I was not so sure if I wanted to still compete.
Yes.
But since I'm 3 years old, and when I was in kindergarten doing drawings of myself on an Olympic podium, and I've shared my dream with my mother since I'm very young. She would pick me up from school. I was changing in the car, bringing me to the ring, back to home. And, you know, when you share so much, and even though she wasn't there anymore, I felt like I had to do it. It was my job to finish what I started, and that's how she raised me. So of course there were some moments where I just wanted to go home, but at the same time, skating was my life too, and it was the best thing I shared with my mother all my life. It was our project. So I was really encouraged by the whole country. I got so many messages, and when I got in the ring that night, it was I got such a warm welcome.
You did.
I didn't know how I would skate.
You could not hear everybody all over the world going, come on, you can do it. You can do it. It's almost like she lifted you even higher. And you got an email from somebody, Dan, and I can't remember his name, it's gone blank on my... Dan Jensen, who lost his sister during the Calgary Olympics. And she had been sick for a long time. And what was the message he sent to you?
Well, it was very neat, all the messages that I got, but from him especially, he was an athlete and went through similar things. And he told me that he had struggled during his race, and if he had to do it again, that he would just give everything, and he never regretted that he competed and he at least went out there and tried. So when I got his message, I was like, okay, yeah, for sure, I'm going to try, and I don't want to have any regrets in life. So I went out there, and without knowing how it would go, I mean, just getting on the ice for me that evening, I was winning already, but the fact that I was able to skate my program, but to be honest, by the end of the program, I didn't remember how I skated because
you couldn't remember. You just did it.
I just did it.
Wasn't the best performance you ever gave in a short program?
Yeah.
Wasn't the best performance?
Yeah, and most of the time in sport, it's always better when you can shut your brains and just let your body do the job that you've been training for so long. Yeah. And that's what happened. The music started, I couldn't feel my legs. And the last thing I remember is I was already done the program and I didn't...
That's a short program.
Yeah, it was pretty short.
That's a short program.
Yeah.
It's almost like, but not even close. But it's almost like, you know when you drive to work, you know how you got there, all of a sudden you're at work? You're just there.
Yeah.
You're just there.
Exactly the same
Except
feeling.
not in front of millions and millions of people. But you know, it's you know, I lost my mother too, and I can tell you that not having that extra little push, that extra, but they're always in my head. Yeah. Right?
And it feels like everything we do in life, even though I was 24 years old at the time.
Yeah.
It's always to please our parents, make them proud,
right.
And that's how I felt. And it was weird not to have her in the stands knowing that she was watching me. It was the weirdest feeling at that time.
You know, this is how I feel about my mother. She's got satellite television up there, and she doesn't have to pay. So she's watching right now. That's how I look at it. Maybe she's proud too. Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you about yourself. You just turned 25 in January.
Yeah.
And are you seeing anybody? Just thought I'd ask. Are you dating? Love life?
Well, yes, I have a boyfriend, the same I had at Olympics.
Yes.
We've been together for more than a year now.
Yeah.
It's going well. He was a skater before, so he understands the sport. He understands me leaving every week to go to Stars on Ice to do some shows. So he gets it. He's at school right now, so salut Guillaume.
Okay, there you go.
He's probably watching too.
That's cheaper than a long-distance phone call right there. Okay. Okay, tell me about your jewelry line. Let's talk about that. This is exciting.
It's really exciting because I met with Burks before my skating at the Olympics, and we already talked about designing a jewelry line with them. But after my mother passed away of a heart attack, we knew that it was going to be a heart-shaped pendant. But then it was pretty hard because there's so many heart-shaped pendants out there, so we knew we had to think outside the box. And I met with one of their designers, Marilyn, and we came up with this wonderful design I'm really proud of.
See that? Oh, it's very pretty. It's very pretty. Oh, they're right there.
Oh, they're right there.
Aren't they pretty? And I like the little, it's almost like a skating, like a circle on the skating.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we wanted to represent, the spinning, the twirls we do in the ice. It's really nice jewelry. It also benefit I Heart Mom, which is a campaign to raise awareness about heart disease. So it really connects to my mother and my skating, and it's really special to me.
Well, we're excited because we are going to present somebody in the audience with not one but two necklaces, okay? Here we go. Someone right now in the audience will receive the silver, and you can hold this up. And Ashley, we just saw it on the silver heart pendant necklace, and that you've created for Burks. Do you want to make the draw?
Of course.
Of course you do. Who's going to win that one? Okay, here we go. Draw the name, and the winner is
Sharon Boucher.
Is going to win the diamond heart pendant. This is valued at $1,500. Okay, here we go. Joannie is going to pull that name out. Oh, she's digging deep. Yeah, she's digging deep. Okay. All right.
So, Josie Cornaccia. Sorry if I didn't say it right.
Come on up. Beautiful. Here you go. Isn't this pretty? This is stunning. There you are. How beautiful is that? There you go, my dear. You do the present. It's like a podium. It's a presentation. There you go. Congratulations. We'll put that on a little later on, okay? We will for sure. You have a seat. Now listen, what are you doing? What's going on now? What are you doing in your life before we say goodbye to you?
Right now I'm on Stars on Ice. I'm doing the US portion of it for the first time, and I'm coming to Canada later in April. We'll be here in Toronto at the Air Canada Centre. So I'm just doing a lot of shows, speaking engagement. I just finished up my school that I had started for the last 7 years, so I finally finished that.
And what's your major? What did you major in?
It's CEGEP still. I'm working on that.
Okay.
But I want to go to university eventually.
Okay, congratulations. It's an honor to meet you. It's an honor to meet
you too.
Oh, it's an honor. It's an honor. Listen, I want to let everybody know at home, for your chance at home to win a gold heart pendant necklace, just go to marilyn.ca to enter because you win at home too. Thank you. An honor.
Thank you very much.
Coming up next, a fashion show about accessories. We'll be right back.